We have some new information out of Rich County tonight. A woman is in critical condition following a semi-truck crash near Bear Lake. Police say two women were in a truck when they lost control and crashed into a condominium complex.
It's a busy intersection, and now residents in Garden City and vacationers say they are sick and tired of the control semi-trucks that keep crashing through this problematic intersection at Highway 89 near Bear Lake.
Well, it's happened before. UDOT officials say they've made significant safety improvements to that road, yet somehow the number of semi-crashes have risen in recent years. Paul Nelson has more.
UDOT officials and nearby residents say they've seen a sharp rise in the number of out-of-control semis here at this intersection in the last 5 years. In this latest crash, the semi raced through that intersection, zoomed through this parking lot, crashing into the storage units behind. The surveillance video from the Burger Barn shows the semi zooming past all the cars in the parking lot and smashing through the fence. Even crashing through the storage units didn't seem to slow it down at all. Restaurant owner Austin Clark says this is the 8th crash involving semis in 5 years, and he's sick of them.
I mean, the first one took out the sporting goods store that was over here for a number of years. Just last spring, we had another one that basically tipped over right here in the intersection.
That semi-driver last spring reportedly aimed his rig at the restaurant.
We were mid-construction process. They said it looked abandoned.
There is a runaway truck escape ramp built a mile away from the intersection that was installed in 2020, but it has never been used. Plus, UDOT spokesman Mitchell Shaw says there is a brake check area at the summit.
It's a mandatory brake check area. They're supposed to stop there and check their equipment. But it is, like you said, it's not. We just don't have the funding and staffing to have it staffed all the time.
Shaw says they're working on installing a second mandatory brake check location on Highway 89, which should be open by October. But they're still trying to find more ways to make the intersection safer.
Like, what more can you do to get either to get the truckers to comply with the brake check or to slow down, or just to force them to slow down so that these crashes don't continue happening?
Enforcement plays a role, but our troopers are busy enough as it is, and that's something you could look at, but it's not always, sometimes it's a lot easier said than done.
But Clark says he's amazed someone hasn't been seriously hurt.
At some point, somebody's going to be killed, and how it hasn't happened already, I don't know.
Clark, the owner of the Burger Barn, says he set up a GoFundMe account to raise funds to make safety improvements to this parking lot, adding something needs to be done. Paul Nelson, KUTV 2 News.